Hi guys, how are you? In this session, we are going to discuss about Buddhism and the life of Gautam Buddha. What was Buddhism and who was Gautam Buddha? Gautam Buddha was the propounder of Buddhism. Gautam Buddha was born in 567 BC at Kapilvastu near Lumbini, and the name of his father was Suddhodan and the name of his mother was Mahamaya, and he was looked after by Prajapati Gautami as his mother died at the time of his birth. Gautam Buddha belonged to the Kshatriya clan, and his father Suddhodana was the chief of Kshatriya clan by the name of Sakya. He was the chief of Sakya clan, and that's why Gautam Buddha obtained all types of luxuries in the initial part of his life. His father Suddhodana provided every type of pleasure and luxury to Gautam Buddha, and his initial name was Siddhartha. The name of Gautam Buddha was Siddhartha when he was leading a life of a householder, and he was married with a beautiful girl, and he was not attracted towards the worldly life. He was a very thoughtful child, and he had a very meditative bent of mind. He always tried to think about this world and the major problems of this world. Many incidents happened in life of Gautam Buddha, such as he came across a patient, an old person, and a dead person. This happening impacted a lot the life of Buddha, and he decided to discard, he decided to renounce the world, and he renounced the world at the age of 29. He renounced the world at the age of 35, although he had a wife and a son named Rahul. When he renounced the worldly life, his palace and his family, he wandered here and there. He wandered from place to place in search of enlightenment or knowledge, but he couldn't achieve enlightenment anywhere. He went to many gurus or scholars for knowledge or enlightenment, but he couldn't achieve the knowledge and entire enlightenment easily. His first guru or teacher was Alar Kalam, and wandering, he reached Bodh Gaya, and there he sat down under a peepal tree, and there he obtained enlightenment. He achieved enlightenment under the peepal tree, and that's why he was called Buddha. After achieving enlightenment, he started preaching the doctrines of his religion, and he firstly he preached at Sarnath, and after that he wandered here and there to preach his doctrines of his religion. Now we will discuss about the main causes for the spread of Buddhism. Basically, we will discuss about the causes for the origin of Buddhism or the spread of Buddhism. The first significant cause for the origin or spread of Buddhism was the socio-economic conditions at that point of time. As I told you earlier, at that time, Vedic culture was prevalent, and in the Vedic culture and civilization, very sacrifices were prevalent. These sacrifices were so harmful, so disastrous that these sacrifices destroyed animal wealth a lot, and at that time there was need for cattle for the development of agriculture. That's why Buddhism started preaching to save the animal wealth, and it led to the origin of Buddhism in that specific period. Moreover, the personality of Gautam Buddha also played significant role for the origin and spread of Buddhism. Gautam Buddha had a very attractive personality, and he attracted a lot of people, and that's why so many people gathered around him. Gautam Buddha impacted the life of people a lot. His behavior was so good, his behavior was so attractive that it impacted a lot the life of other people. Moreover, Gautam Buddha was calm, and he defeated the scholars of other sects easily, and he had a logical mind. That's why he could defeat the other scholars easily, which were associated with other sects or religions, and this led to the development of Buddhism, or this led to the spread of Buddhism. Next significant reason for the origin or spread of Buddhism was the use of Pali language. It was a form of Prakrit language. Gautam Buddha used Pali language for preaching his religion, as Pali was the language of common people. Now the common people were able to understand the doctrines of Buddhism, and they could think about the doctrines of religion, and they could understand easily all the doctrines of religion. That's why the common people were ready to adopt these doctrines of religion. That led to the development of Buddhism. The next significant cause for the origin or spread of Buddhism was some great emperors also followed Buddhism, such as Ashoka, a great Mauryan king, adopted Buddhism. He made efforts for the spread of Buddhism, and he made Buddhism a world religion. He sent many missionaries to South India and other parts of India. He also sent missionaries to Central Asia, West Asia, etc. He also sent missionaries to Sri Lanka, Myanmar, Tibet, China, etc. And although Buddhism had no significant place in India, but today we find Buddhists in China, Tibet, Japan, Sri Lanka, Myanmar, etc. too, and this significant religion had significant place in these countries. That's why the effort of Mauryan king led to the development or the spread of Buddhism all over the world. Now we will discuss about the doctrines of Buddhism. Gautam Buddha propounded the doctrines of religion. The first doctrine of Buddhism was Four Noble Truths. What were the Four Noble Truths? Firstly, this world is full of miseries and sorrows. Sorrow. This world is full of miseries and people suffered on account of these miseries. But there is solution to these miseries, and by ignoring and the root cause for these miseries is desire. People suffered miseries on account of desires, and we can remove these miseries by adopting eightfold path. In Buddhism, it is called Ashtangic mark. What were the Ashtangic marks? By adopting Ashtangic mark or by adopting eightfold path, people could achieve nirvana or salvation in their lives. And the Ashtangic mark or eightfold path comprised right observation, right action, right effort, right view, right livelihood, etc. And these were the very significant elements of Buddhism that played significant role in the doctrines of Buddhism, and by adopting these eightfold paths, people could achieve nirvana or salvation in their lives. Now we will discuss the reasons for the decline of Buddhism. As after some time, about in 12th century AD, Buddhism ended in India. It virtually ended in India. And what were the reasons? What were the main reasons for the extinction or the end of Buddhism in India? Now we will discuss about that. At the outset of religion, the Buddhists followed the rules and regulations completely. They observed the significant doctrines completely, but after some time they became lax. They started deviating from the rules and regulations of Buddhism, and Buddhism emerged as a reaction against Brahmanism, as there were many problems, many evils in Brahmanism, such as women and Sudras were not allowed significant rights in Brahmanism. But Buddhism provided significant rights to women and Sudras too, and women and Sudras were also allowed to be admitted into the Sanghas. But after some time, Buddhists started deviating from the significant doctrines of Buddhism, and they started adopting those evils which were prevalent in Brahmanism. They started leading a luxurious life, and the sanghas, the sanghas of Buddhism became the centers of corrupt practices, and the Buddhists also started accepting costly gifts from the people, and their life became luxurious. That's why this led to the end or decline of Buddhism in India. Moreover, the Buddhists adopted Sanskrit in place of Pali. Sanskrit was the language of intellectuals, while the Pali was the language of the common people. And the idol worship also started in Buddhism too. First of all, the Buddhists were against the idol worship, but after some time, the Buddhists also followed the idol worship, and this was a very significant reason for the end or the decline of Buddhism in India. Moreover, there were some kings and emperors too who acted against Buddhism. Pushyamitra Sunga executed many Buddhists in his kingdom. Moreover, Mihirkul, who was a Huna king, also killed many Buddhists, and Huinetsang pointed out that about 600 stupas were destroyed and thousands of monks were killed. And this led to the decline of Buddhism in India. Moreover, the Turks attacked India, and as the Buddhist sanghs or the sanghas were the centers of riches and wealth, that's why Turks also attacked the sanghas, which were the centers of riches and wealth, and this led to the decline of Buddhism in India in 11th and 12th century AD. Now we will discuss about the impact of Buddhism and we will discuss about the impact as well as significance of Buddhism. What was the impact of Buddhism on society, and what was the significance of Buddhism in society? Buddhism played significant role in the society. It led to the people a sort of logical thinking. The people started logical thinking due to Buddhism, and Buddhists or Buddhism recommended the people to think logically, and they recommended that they should not adopt anything in view of superstition or due to superstition. They should not adopt anything due to superstition. They should adopt things due to logical points, and this led to the emergence of logical thinking in the society. Next significant importance of Buddhism was that Buddhism opened the doors of sanghas for all classes, irrespective of caste, color, sex, or place of birth. women and Sudras were allowed to participate in sanghas. They were also admitted into sanghas, and they found significant place in Buddhism. As I told you earlier, in Brahmanism they were not allowed to participate religious activities. They were also not allowed to participate any types of religious activities. But in Buddhism, they were allowed to participate into religious activities, and they found a significant place in Buddhism. The next significant importance of Buddhism was the development of Pali literature. Buddhism contributed to the development of Pali literature. Many Pali texts were written. The Pali texts can be categorized into Tripitakas. We can categorize Tripitakas into three, such as Vinay Pitak, Sutta Pitak, and Abhidhamma Pitak. So we can say that Buddhism played significant role into the development of Pali literature. Moreover, we can say that Buddhism played a significant role in the development of art and architecture too. We find evidences of Gandhara school of art, Mathura school of art, and Sarnath school of art. Gandhara school of art was developed by blending Roman school of art and Indian school of art, and many statues of Buddha were made in Gandhara school of art. Many statues of Buddha were made in Mathura school of art, and we find evidences of many school of art. We find many statues of Sarnath school of art too. So we can say that Buddhism was a significant religion in the Indian subcontinent, and it occupied a significant place in the world scenario too. Thank you so much. Bye.